And I'm back with more Yakuza Like a Dragon. And last episode, shit hit the fan. Arakawa was murdered, and Sawashiro, well, he made his presence felt in a meeting with some higher-ups in the Omi Alliance. Quite viciously, I might add. Chairman Hoshino has decided to meet with us, so we kinda gotta go. Like I said, I've still got a couple of chapters left in the game, but it's mostly plot, so...
I want you to know, last night, Arakawa seemed at peace. Like an actor stepping off stage to thunderous applause. I think that's because he achieved his goals. He dissolved the Omi, and he got to see you again. He certainly looked like he was enjoying his Peking duck. I commented on it, actually. Can you believe this? He said he'd never had it before.
What?
He said he almost got to try it 50 years ago, but then his father was killed, and he'd never gotten around to ordering it again. After we finished, I said I'd walk him to his hotel, but he refused the offer. Said he wanted time alone to just take in the night air. I didn't push it. I just bid him a good evening and left. But if I had pushed it, he'd probably be alive right now. I failed him.
No, it's not your fault. Let me ask you something. Do you think it was Omi loyalists?
Yes. No doubt in my mind. It was revenge for his role in dissolving the Omi. Men who saw fit to end someone's life over such a thing.
How could Yakuza do that? Kill a captain like him?
Kasuga. The Omi loyalists in Kanto are already attempting to form a new faction. They complain the loudest about the dissolution. I imagine one of them is the likely culprit.
Forming a new faction? After killing Arakawa's son?
Yes. Care to hazard a guess as to who is directing them? Because I think it's the one man who could actually bring them to heel. Ryo Aoki.
No. The young master? Ordering the death of his own father?
He wouldn't be the first to commit patricide for power. The one silver lining is, with Arakawa gone, there's very few men Aoki can give direct orders to. Kasuga, you should take revenge for Arakawa. I can lend you men from the Seiryu clan.
I don't need guns.
You won't seek vengeance?
No. Arakawa-san wouldn't want me to kill the young master. I'm sure of that.
Then, what will you do?
Before he died, Arakawa talked about how sad it was the Yakuza were getting used. Used like pawns by people in power. That's why he disbanded the Omi. I think he wanted the Yakuza to go back to their roots. Like how they ought to use their power to help the weak and vulnerable, not just take shit by force.
That's how it was.
That's how it could be again. Arakawa-san had a dream, and I can continue it. If all I do is kill one guy, especially if it's his son, all of Arakawa's sacrifices will be for nothing. If that's the only thing I do to honor him, I won't be able to face him in the afterlife. What I really want to do is open the young master's eyes. Give him a wake-up call. Smack him upside the head if I have to. That's the best thing I could do.
Kasuga, Arakawa was truly blessed to have you. Do what you think is right. I'm sorry if my idea of payback offended you in any way.
I assure you it did not, Chairman.
How do you plan on getting an audience with Aoki? You can't just walk into the Tokyo government office and ask to see the governor.
It's all good. I think I've got something figured out.
You can pull a plan out of your ass just like that, huh? Still, going anywhere near Aoki will mean tight security. Take some of my men. At the very least, they'll bring your body back.
I appreciate the offer, really. But I'll be fine by myself. I've already got the best crew I could ask for.
Close the door.
Oh, jeez. You waited for me?
How'd it go?
Fine. Sorry to run off and get treated to a fancy meal without you guys.
Well, looks like it put some pep back in you.
Yeah, I figure if I keep moping around, Arakawa-san's gonna come down and kick my ass. But anyway, how about we go visit Kume?
Visit Kume? Why?
To make him arrange a meeting. I want to meet with Aoki, and Kume's got the hookup, seeing as he's Ogasawara's replacement.
Sure, but why do you...
I'm going to get him to start thinking and doing things like Arakawa-san would have wanted.
sounds like a long shot. What makes you think Kume will cooperate with you?
Oh, did I leave out the part where we rough him up? I mean, the guy deserves it.
Hell yeah, he does. I'm in. Get out the bloodhounds and let's start the search.
No search required. Today is announcement day.
What's that?
The deadline for every candidate to submit their paperwork. The political brawl has begun.
Man, do you know everything?
The fate of the Great Wall hangs on this election. Why wouldn't I be following it closely?
Do you know where Kume would be on announcement day?
Well, each candidate will give their first speech in their district, usually on a huge stage. Kume's district, Kanagawa's second, has a massive stage by the gate on Isazaki Road.
Let's head over to Isazaki Road then.
Actually, before we do that, let's take care of some drink links I haven't done in a while. And probably end up fighting some dudes while I'm trying to get out of Chinatown. I'll be happy if I don't. Oh, hey, there we go. Nope, 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 nope. Yep. But yes, I am going to do Final Fantasy IX immediately following Yakuza. And I already have the YouTube thumbnail. Got somebody named Nekochin who's been doing my thumbnails for about a year now, and more great work. If you're wondering, yes, I've played Final Fantasy IX. Yes, I know what I'm doing, and the way I'm going to do it is Zidane and a white mage, because you kind of need a white mage for those games, are going to be mandatory party members. So it's going to be one pick of either Garnet or Eiko, and then I will roll for the other two party members. Because you can kind of make whatever work, provided you have enough healing, and, well, Zidane is a mandatory party member. Expecting me to steal anything? No. If anybody knows anything about Final Fantasy IX, they know that the stealing mechanic sucks. So, of course, the main character being a thief who has thief skills, who can't thief for shit, even with the idea of all the rare items in boss fights, nah. So, anyway, Let's spend the rest of today's episode on this. So this could take another 15 minutes.
Yo, Kasuga-kun. I've already got a good buzz going.
Sound like it.
Nice. Could use one of those myself. Mind if I join you?
Sure. I was getting kind of bored drinking by myself.
Nah. Strong. Just love the way he
So
says
what
it.
are the Yokohama Lumon guys up to now? Any of them ever swing by your place?
Nah, I don't see him too much. And the ones who sided with Mabuchi seem pretty hesitant to get anywhere near me.
Sounds about right. I mean, they did stage a full-on mutiny and shit. Do you ever wonder why they sided with Mabuchi instead of you?
Not really. But if I know those guys as well as I think, I'd say it was because Mabuchi was easy to understand.
Easy to understand? How you figure?
His goals were crystal clear. Everything for money and power. If rules had to be broken or blood had to be spilled, so be it.
So, in Mabuchi's world, as long as you had balls and muscle, you could work your way to the top.
Even if you stepped on your boys to get there. Long as you swore loyalty to Mabuchi.
Damn, that could get messed up fast. And I thought I heard somewhere that Mabuchi was actually pretty smart. That true?
Oh yeah. He spoke multiple languages, ran numbers better than a calculator, and most important of all, he was just fine with breaking kneecaps. He was born for the underworld. If he'd been Tojo, I bet he would have gone even farther than you.
But I guess it was fate, me getting locked up like that.
Right, sorry. I shouldn't be dredging shit like that up anyway, Kasuga-kun.
I ain't trying to make you feel guilty. No need to apologize.
Gotcha. Anyway, what I wanted to say was that the
Wow.
younger Mabuchi had some talent.
Okay.
I even went as far as asking Mabuchi to be my right-hand man because of it.
Huh? You mean you're the guy that gave him all that power?
Oh yeah. I guess I am.
Come on, man, that's not something to laugh about.
Nah, you see, Mabuchi was just that special of a guy back then. He wasn't the type to just chill on the sidelines. Guy won me over too.
How exactly?
When Mabuchi was younger, he just had this, I don't know, I guess you'd call it aspiration. He was going straight to the top, and he had the talent to get there too. He had something I didn't. It's probably why I was so drawn to him. Just like you, Kasuga-kun. Now that I think about it, you two were pretty alike.
Come on, don't say that. Not when Mabuchi became such a scumbag. How'd that happen anyway?
Thinking about it now, I imagine it had something to do with him being promoted to officer. From that moment on, he would challenge me right out in the open. Didn't matter that we were roughly the same age and I outranked him. He probably didn't like that I was born into the top spots, nor that I kept up the weak cooperation policy. Mabuchi was pretty goddamn assertive. As far as I know, I was nothing but a thorn in his side.
Well, then, sounds like you should have known he'd betray you eventually.
Nah, I probably would have trusted him no matter what he said. But I know my old man and his boys didn't think too highly of him. They said he'd betray us for sure, so it would be better to get rid of him sooner rather than later. They were pretty quick to try and make him disappear.
So what'd you do?
I fought back. I probably mentioned this earlier, but I think it's really dumb when people kill the guys in their own inner circles. And this was during a time when responsibility was starting to fall to me and Mabuchi instead of the old boys. Stomping out Mabuchi was like stomping out our future. So I stood up to them. The elders were pretty tough to persuade. That's the first and only time in my life I'd grovel like that.
You did all that for Mabuchi? Why go through that for a guy who hates you?
True, Mabuchi was a fucking weirdo. At times an evil son of a bitch. He wasn't likable either. But He had a passion I didn't have. He had talents, and above everything else, I thought of him as my brother. You can see why I don't want him dead.
You're right. Sorry, I was out of line.
I'm getting used to you doing that. Don't worry about it.
Good thing you get me.
Why is that?
Because talking like this is great. I see now you're a pretty passionate guy, Zhao.
Oh, me?
Yeah, stop fronting so much already. You're always pulling that shit. That's why I could never figure you the hell out. Now that we're a couple drinks in, I feel like I'm finally getting to know the real Zhao. You got a lot of heart, and you care about your family. That goes a long way in my book.
It's kind of embarrassing when you say it out loud like that.
Look at you, your face is all red. What's up with that?
Just drunk. Let's keep knocking him back, yeah?
Sure. To Zhao-senpai, for keeping it real. Cheers!
Cheers.
This is kind of why I wanted to wait a little while before doing the drink links, because it changed Kasuga's mood. In a good way. He's back to his normal self. Bodyguard job. I think Zhao would be good at that. But I'm already set where I want him to be. Also, given what my next couple of games are going to be, I'm probably going to stay off camera going forward unless it's a really specific situation. Because, let's face it, Final Fantasy IX requires a lot of talking because there's no voice acting like this. Phoenix Wright, probably going to last me half a year to create videos for. Obviously, a lot of talking with that. And then Tales of Arise, give or take, but I may or may not need camera for that either. So, enjoy what little time I have on camera left, because I'm probably not going to be on it for much longer. As I've said before, I kind of prefer being off camera. And I know that there's some weird thing that because streaming's been camera focused and we're on camera all the time, and it does have an impact because the visual component. But let's face it, when I'm trying to read something, I like to be close because I need to be close to my screen. So bear that in mind. I've already been kind of half and half as it is anyway.
Perfect timing, Kasuga-san. There's something I must tell you.
Huh?
Hmm?
I believe I mentioned that a group was looking for me in and around Ijincho, and that the Komijo were looking into their motives and identities.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. You learn anything new?
Yes. It seems they've disappeared from Ijincho. They've avoided the Komijo's nets at every turn.
Wait, no, hold up. We can't just let him off that easy, right? Don't you want to know who they are?
It's a wonder you're still alive, considering how reckless you are, Kasuga-san. Not that I'm against it.
Huh?
I said nothing about taking it easy. It's possible that the group in question has left the city, and I imagine it's because they found their target.
Their target?
What I mean is, I believe my enemies have already ascertained my location and are waiting for the opportune moment to strike.
Huh.
If that's the case, then they're quite skilled. They've managed to elude the Komijo's eyes this whole time.
But that's bad news, right?
Yes. And for you and everyone else around me, we could fall right into their hands at any moment.
Okay, but that's only if we sit around and wait, right?
What?
No point in being such a stranger. We'll lend you a hand. Let's find these creeps together. Hit them before they hit us. You feel me?
The Komijo have been looking into their whereabouts. Even so, they've proven quite difficult to find. Finding them on our own won't be easy.
So you really think they're Jingang Mafia remnants? You were saying something about that last time, right? That they might be after you because you're using your old boss's name?
Yes, I have no reason to deny that given the circumstances.
Then why not drop the Jungi Han thing and go back to being Youngsu Kim? I'm guessing there's some reason you can't do that? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No, there's nothing preventing me from doing so. I simply wish to continue being Jungi-han.
Even if it means being hunted down?
I don't wish to get you or the others involved in the Jingon Mafia's troubles. But it appears to be too late, so I may be troubling you already. Everyone should be on their guard. My pursuers could attack at any time.
You forget who you're talking to or something?
I'm sorry?
We've tangled with both the Ijing 3 and the Omi Alliance guys. We couldn't let our guards down even if we wanted to. Adding the Jingon Mafia to that list ain't gonna make us any less ready.
Interesting. It seems our little party is much tougher than I expected. Then I'm amongst reliable friends. Maybe I am allowed to trouble you after all.
So what now? Do we toast to our new friendship yet?
No, I won't be getting that close. It would be out of character for Jungi-han.
Keep putting yourself on a pedestal like that and we'll start leaving you out.
Bam, bam, bam. Musician job and chef job. Yeah. And none but. Also, because I keep adding things to the list. Intelligence up before passion. Okay. Well, as I kept saying here and there, it might just be I have to focus on Miyakoshi instead. But that's fine. That's totally fine. All I gotta look up is a different form of flower. So I'll do that off screen someday. But yeah, I just assumed not be on camera if it meant I could see better, and I think people understand that. So I think going forward, I'm probably going to be off camera for the majority of things.
In a good mood.
Of course. I've wanted to have a surprise party ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Well, how's it coming along? The party plans, I mean.
Oh, great.
Well, don't overthink it. I'm just grateful for the effort.
No way. I'm using practically all the brain power I have on this.
Namba, can I borrow Kasuga for a moment?
Uh-oh.
Why? What's going on?
It's about your birthday. Wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, now would we?
No, we sure wouldn't. Go do your thing, Ichiban.
Shall we, Kasuga?
Sure.
Metal Gear. Damn!
So I spoke on the phone with the mama who runs the bar.
What bar?
The one Futaba works at. Apparently, she was caught stealing.
She's stealing?
I know. What's more, Futaba is apparently quite a playgirl. I hear her latest boyfriend has her hooked on pachinko.
Jeez.
Anyway, the mama started crying and asked me to get back her money. Futaba should be over at Pirates, one of the local pachinko parlors.
So she's gambling with stolen money? What a catch.
Yeah, listen. Would you mind taking care of this? I think it'll be a good chance to get more details about Mizue-chan.
Good idea. I can get the money and the info out of Futaba in one fell swoop.
Excellent.
Babe, you hungry for sushi or yakiniku?
Shit, why not both? You hit the freaking jackpot just now.
Baby, I am the jackpot.
Uh-oh.
Hold up. Shouldn't you be giving that money back to your boss?
This loser again. What do you even want from me?
A couple things. First, you need to give back the money you stole from your job. And second, I need info on Mizue-chan, a nurse you used to work with. Dreams of going overseas, helping people in need. Any of that ring a bell? Anyway, I know she plans on leaving the country as part of a hospital program. I need to find out when.
Yeah, well, what does she matter to you?
Remember that guy Namba? The one who got busted selling meds? Turns out he didn't do a goddamn thing. It was actually all Mizue-chan. Granted, she only resorted to theft to pay off her parents' debt. But it was Namba who took the fall, admitting to the crimes himself. Yeah, I think he really had a thing for the chick, to be honest with you. Bottom line is, I want to help Namba see Mizue-chan off. And you're my ticket. Huh? You think this is funny?
As if Mizue would ever do something so honest.
What do you mean? She said she was inspired by Florence Nightingale.
Yeah? Then tell me, why'd she end up working at a bar in the shittiest part of Ijincho?
Since when does she work at a bar?
Ever since she realized her pay was so pathetic that she had to resort to stealing? That sound like a noble nurse to you?
Wait, are you trying to tell me?
That's right, dumbass. I'm Mizue. Futaba's just a hostess name.
Yeah.
You're Mizue? You're nothing like Namba said.
Oh, sure. The creep who could never keep his eyes off me. Just the thought of him makes me want to throw up. Though he did turn out to be a good patsy. Didn't see that one coming. Guess my little damsel in distress story won him over. You dumb boys are always looking for a chance to play hero.
But what about your parents' big debt?
Are you dense? I wanted some money to hit the pachinko slots with, and that's what I got.
So, all that shit about going overseas, following in the footsteps of Nightingale?
I can play such a convincing little angel. All that time I spent in my high school drama club literally paid off.
And you're just fine letting Namba's sacrifice go to waste?
Even if he hadn't intervened, I would have just kept on doing it. Not like it mattered. I knew I'd get busted eventually. Then I just drifted like a flower from city to city, man to man. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm real torn up. You did my friend dirty there, lady. If he ever finds out he helped the fucking Wicked Witch, he'd die inside.
Son of a bitch. You calling my girl names? I get it, but I'll fuck you up.
Kick his ass, babe! Send him to my old emergency room!
He's certainly welcome to try. Heck, I'll call the ambulance myself.
Oh yeah? I don't know, man. I'm feeling lucky today. In fact, I'm on a winning streak. Yo, help me kill this scruffy piece of shit. Hell yeah!
My ass. Bye. Oh wow, 4 damage each time. Oh wow, you got to 6 damage. Bye. You're getting better. It's 7 damage. Yeah, fuck them. They're done. I got quite a bit of cash out of that.
Well, at least I kick ass at Chico.
Uh-oh.
Wait! Atsushi-chan!
Stop right there. You need to return what you stole.
Uh-oh.
Barkeep!
I figured out Futaba's real name. She can thank her boss for that.
I can't believe Namba gave up his entire career. And for what?
Perhaps he's better off not knowing the truth.
Yeah, but isn't it wrong to hide this kind of stuff? Especially from a guy who's had my back.
And you'd repay him by pushing him over the edge? Look, it's not my place to tell you what to do anyway. This is between you and Namba. You two are close. I know you'll do what's best.
But how will I know what's best?
Hey, we're done here, right? I think I'll just leave the money here and go.
Not so fast.
What now?
You said you were in drama club, right?
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a favor. And don't try to weasel your way out.
Okay.
What? What the?
Sup, fellas? Hey, Chiban. Where have you been?
All over. Prepping for your big birthday blowout?
Damn, man. You're gonna drive me crazy with all this birthday talk. You sure you can't give me a hint?
Nope, not gonna spoil the surprise. Actually, there is one thing I've gotta ask.
Yeah, what is it?
When is your birthday, anyway?
Dude, well, how can you plan a party if you don't even know the freaking date?
Come on, I'm just double checking. To get the facts straight.
Excuse me. Is there a Nanba-san here?
Mizue-chan. Is that you?
Nanba-san! Oh, it's been so long!
Well, yeah, but what are you doing here? And that bag, does that mean?
That's right. I'm transferring overseas, like I've always dreamed. I fly out today.
Wow. So that dream is about to come true. Good for you, Mizue-chan.
Before that, I need to apologize. I let you take the fall from me without a second thought.
Don't mention it. I was a piss-poor nurse anyway. I'm happy it was you who stayed.
But you sacrificed everything for me!
It was worth it. As long as you're happy, I don't have any regrets. If you're gonna be like Nightingale, you got some big shoes to fill, right? I'll be rooting for you from here.
Thank you. That means a lot. I hate to cut this short, but I need to catch my plane.
No problem. And take care of yourself. So long, Mizue-chan.
I'm happy for you, bro.
You know what? So am I.
Isn't that cool, though? She came out of her way just to see you.
She didn't do much. You, on the other hand, that was cool.
Huh? What's that even mean?
What happened just now? I know that was all you're doing.
Wait, then what else do you know about Mizue-chan?
Well, I overheard the bartender talking on the phone. So, I pretty much know everything.
Then why'd you play dumb?
I don't know. Maybe it just feels good when people are being nice to me.
Well, fuck me. I really thought I pulled that one off.
In friendship, you get what you give. And that includes trying to trick people.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to trick you, but I didn't want you get hurt either.
No need to apologize. It's on me to accept that Mizue-chan wasn't who I thought she was. I'm just glad I have a friend like you around, Ichiban.
Namba?
Forget it. As I recall, we were gonna have a drink.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Nice. Tag team, Heat Buster, and Foreman job. Well, Nanba sure as fuck isn't set out to be the foreman job. But anyway, this will do it for that episode. And yes, like I said, I think, like I said, going forward, I do like the idea of being on camera. And even for the rest of Yakuza, it would make sense if I were on it, but I also feel more comfortable because I'm already streaming off camera as it is. It's not like the camera's not going anywhere. For something like the special occasion or, say, the Boxu streams or something like that. But people know that I struggle with vision stuff anyway. It's gonna be a much less hassle to be off camera, so I think going forward, just to put a bow on everything, it's just gonna be no camera going forward. And it's just going to be way easier that way. So, next videos going forward, it's just going to be boop. It's probably going to look better anyway. Yakuza's not meant for, like, super high-end visuals or anything like that, but still. It's probably best to do this just personally. So, going forward, and probably until I'm sick of it. So, if anybody asks, you guys know exactly why I'm doing this, for the better of my own personal ease of use. But I'll see you guys next time as we continue on the journey with Yakuza Like a Dragon.